guys, welcome to this quick little tip or how-to video for you guys today. I'm talking about bands, resistance bands. Some of you have asked what is my favorite band or what band should I use when I'm doing Pilates, and I have a couple different ones here that I'm going to show you and kind of the differences with them. And hopefully this is helpful for you when you are looking for a band if you choose to add that to your apparatuses that you have at home. So one of the things that I love about the TheraBand or these resistance bands is that they are super portable and they take up hardly any space. You can literally roll this thing up. I mean, it fits in the palm of your hand. So if you travel a lot for work, you could toss it into a suitcase really easily. It's almost weightless. And if you have a really small space to work out at home, this takes up hardly any room. So I love it, and it's so versatile. If you've done any of my workouts with me where we're using the TheraBand, it's an awesome tool and it can really pack a punch. So the one that I have that I really like is actually by Matthew, or this is actually Stop Pilates brand. I think I have a link for this on my website. I'll make sure I do. You can get them off of Amazon, or you can order them directly from Marathew.com. And there's the name for you. But what I love about these is they come, if you order them on Amazon, they come into two different weights. So you get a blue one, and I'll show you. You also get this green one, right? The blue is kind of a medium to heavy, and then the green is a light to medium band. The thing that I love about these though is the length, right? You get like 6.5 feet, I think, in length here. So you've got plenty of band to use. You can use it in all sorts of ways. Again, I use it so many different ways in my workouts. So this is an awesome piece of equipment to have. One thing too though, if you don't want to order it on Amazon, you don't want to go onto a Pilates specific website to get your bands, you can get them at Target or Walmart, or really any major chain like that will have them. I've used these in the past, these Guyon bands, right? I think I got these at Target, and they come in multiple sizes. You'll get like a 3-pack or whatever for maybe about $15, so pretty affordable. The one issue that I have with these is that they always come in a much shorter length, right? So if we're doing any exercises where we have to stand and put the band under our feet, you can see kind of quickly how your length limits your range of motion, or it limits your movement. So that's one thing that I don't love about these, is that they're just a little bit too short. But if that's not a problem for you, this is a great band. It'll serve you well. It'll kind of get the job done, and you can always make adjustments as needed. The last tip I want to give you guys for your bands is when you're using them, you are going to make sure that you have really good wrist alignment, okay? So one of the things that I see a lot is people grip the band and they kind of hold it in a funky way where it pulls the wrist into an odd position, right? If you can see that, my wrist is like really funky here, and it's a really bad way. If I'm pulling against the band and I'm pulling with the middle of my wrist, this is a really bad or not great for the wrist joint to be pulling that way. So you want to make sure is that you always have a really good hold and your wrist is always long. You never want to do what we call breaking the wrist, where the wrist folds, right? You always want to make sure the wrist is nice and long, it's firm, it's strong. You're using the muscles of your hand, you're using muscles of your forearm as well. And that actually translates all the way up into your body. So it translates up into how the muscles of your shoulder work, it translates into how your lats, your stabilizers. It's a whole little domino effect. So one thing I like to do is just help people to check out the form before they begin the exercise. So check out that wrist. When you go to pull, make sure that the wrist is staying strong and steady and you're not having a broken wrist. Okay, multiple ways to do that, but as far as holding the band goes, you can wrap it around your palm to save your fingers a little bit of a break if you're using the band for a long time. Okay, that can save you a little bit of work, but it's really important to watch that you don't break at that wrist. You can also hold the band, and I like to tell people the best way to really hold the band and not break at the wrist is to imagine you are growing a little plant out of the top of your fist here, where your thumb and your index finger come together. So you want to hold that band to where it's coming out of the top like a little shoot, and you're able to pull without breaking at that wrist, and you've got a really strong, secure fit. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. If you have any other questions, be sure to let me know. And I hope you get some bands and enjoy those. We'll see you next time. Bye.